Hey guys, it's Dave again from GuitarBreakdown.com, and today we're going to talk about Guthrie Govan's jam track on JamTrackCentral.com. It's called Arctic Roll. And like the other tracks that I've kind of played along with and showed some licks off of, I'm not going to go through the whole transcription note for note, because you can just go to their website and grab that. What I'm going to talk about is are a few of the licks that I think are cool. The whole thing's cool, but he does it pretty much at a blistering pace. And when I learned this, I slowed it down quite a bit, and I just kept speeding it up until I got it. And there's one lick that I always screw up, and I think in the performance I actually screwed it up too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of the licks and show you how you can actually take those and use them in your own soloing over a bunch of different chord progressions. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. So the first idea I'm going to show you, it's off this Arctic Roll, it's more of a concept than it is a lick. I'll show you the lick that he plays at the very beginning. It's a very simple thing, something you guys have probably played a bunch. And it goes like this. And it's at that very beginning after he does that. So right there, this is all based off of a B minor pentatonic. So B minor in the 7th position. And that's that 2nd position if you know it as box shapes. And he's just using the blues note in there. So in that 2nd position, it starts with the 3rd finger on the D string, 12th fret. And then it's the 1st finger on the 10th fret of the G string. And hammers on to the 11th fret with the 2nd finger on the G string. And then the 3rd finger on the 12th fret B string. And then it just pulls off on the G string, that 2nd finger on the 11th fret to the 10th fret. And slides down a half step. So. And then the 1st finger, or the 3rd finger, 4th finger, whichever we want to use, goes on the 12th fret of the D string. So what I want to show you is that that's a very simple lick, and it's not really rhythmically. It's there's not a lot of complexity to it, but what's cool in the song, I mean, he just plays the whole thing with authority, and it's, you know, again, like everything he does, every note has purpose. But what you can do is you can take that and you can move it around and use that phrase and just take it in the pentatonic scale, something that you're familiar with, and just use that actual phrase. And since he slides that one note, you can do the same thing. And right there you get the 9th, is that? The 9th. Sorry. Took me a long time to figure that out. So you're just going up the pentatonic scale. So it's the 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the D string, 1st finger, 7th fret, G string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret, G string, and 1st finger on the B string, 7th fret. And sliding down to that 9th on the 6th fret G string. So that's the same phrase as this. Now you can mess around with the notes, and that's kind of the idea of this. Is you just use that same phrase, and now instead of doing this, you you can use the say you go from the minor to major third instead of just doing the pentatonic scale. So you do. This is the first one. This is the second one. And then you can do, say you want to do the blues note. Or if you want to do this note. You can run down chromatically from the fourth to the major third to the minor third. So again, it's the same lick, but it just you'll hear those tonalities: the major, the minor third, the ninth, the sixth, and that's how you could take it all over. As you can tell, I'm just kind of making this up as I go. But you just feel around and you find the notes. If you want to go a little more outside, you can go down a half step. And that's just taking that pentatonic shape and going down. And what that actually gives you is that flat 5 and the major third, and then that ninth, and then you're going major seventh to the eighth note. I mean the root note. So again, it's a very simple concept, and it's something that a lot of students I see they'll learn licks and they'll learn ideas, but they'll only play that lick exactly where they learned it, and if it's in the E minor pentatonic, they'll only play it when they're playing E minor pentatonic. Or if they know it over E minor, they might play it over A, but they'll only play it in the actual, like if they learn this lick in E minor, they'll do this. And that's the same pattern. Instead of doing, say, the A minor here, which it's a different shape, it's the same feel and the same idea. But again, take all your ideas and just move them all around and try in different, instead of pentatonics, that was off of pentatonic, try melodic minor, or just try different scales and different ideas, and you'll get a lot of mileage out of a single lick. So, okay, we'll move on to the next one. The second idea I'm going to go over, it's, again, more of a concept than it is an actual, like, full-on lick. It's something he does after that little intro, after the beginning of the song. He goes... And all that is really, it's a minor sixth interval. So if you put your third finger on the 13th fret of the A string, and your first finger on the 11th fret of the G string, and you slide it down half steps, and this is in B minor. And I see Alan Hines also do this. There's a lot of guys that do it, but I see Alan Hines do this quite a bit. And what you're doing really is you're muting that top note a lot. And you're really leading that, or I should say that was the bottom note, the low bass, the bassier note. The top note is really what you're figuring out. So if you wanted to, say, go to this B note in this B minor chord, the B note on the D string, 7th fret, 9th fret, you could do something like... just a cool little concept, and it's, again, take it all over the place. Whatever, you could use it in any key, in any scale. Again, a lot of the ways Alan uses it is chromatically, and it's just leading to a target note that he wants to land on. So okay, so we'll move on to the next idea.